Let's talk about what happened today, Thursday, November 4th. Crazy day, and it felt like I lost $10,000. Um, yeah, even though I really didn't make any bad trades. Made, one Tesla trade and one Amazon trade. Essentially sold one Tesla call option and one Amazon call option, which is um, counter trending, and I just felt horrible. Even though Tesla, I mean, potentially I could have made something on this downturn. Um, and but Amazon was just getting pushed up and up, and it just felt like I lost $10,000. Um, for going the wrong direction, but also the missed opportunities, right? It just like this missed opportunities just felt like I lost 10,000 in opportunity cost, or potential gain. Lost 3,000 here, 5,000 here, 2,000 here. This is a three waves, one wave, two wave, three waves, and then of course in the afternoon, late afternoon is when the reversal actually happened. But other than that, this is just absolutely a magnificent run up. This just felt like a loss of 10,000 I could have made, and I just didn't see it. I mean, at least 10,000, probably more. Why didn't I see it? Because I was looking at the 5 minutes, and you know, I missed this little trigger point right here. This right here was where I missed, and that was all she wrote. And you know, the thing was, Jeff Bezos indeed was selling his shares. What the heck? He was selling his allocated shares. Now this says right now it's only 166 millions, but I don't think everything came in yet because the data just started coming in right now. If you look at Amazon Insider, man, that's the wrong one. Amazon Insider Trading right here. You can see he sold starting November 2nd, which is Tuesday actually. He didn't sell it on Monday. Interesting. Or maybe he did. Let me see. Did he say yes? He did started selling on Monday. Okay. So he started selling on Monday, like I said, November 1st. And look at these, this is 3,000 total. The amount he showed is quite a bit. I mean, it's only right now it's listing 166 million amount. I don't know what the number of shares is, but it's quite a bit. And it only resulted in a slight downturn, which is absolutely, I missed that also because here I missed this downturn because I was waiting for this signal, and I was yeah, I was thinking this was the 5 minute when this was actually the 60 minute, and just so I just missed just barely by this signal, and I was worried that Jeff Bezos was selling his shares, but I was expecting much more downturn if he was selling. So it's kind of amazing that the way it performed because this was this wasn't much of really a sell-off. This little bit right here wasn't much compared to what happened when he sold his last allocation, which is here. So it's kind of interesting how this exacerbated because he started selling. And the reason for that is because all of these sellers, I mean buyers, they wanted a locked in profit or they got scared all these buyers were scared, and then that triggered this avalanche. But on this right here, it was completely different situation. Because you have this huge earnings shortfall, and I guess there wasn't enough buyers, or these buyers, they felt the gap down, so they couldn't sell. Um, and so they just held on to their shares, and of course, you know, this buying on Amazon, the option buying on Amazon prior to the earnings was actually real, which I thought wasn't real. I thought it was all like fear of missing out, options, manipulation. Why would you buy ahead of earnings, knowing that the earnings risk? Well, the earnings risk killed all these guys, but these were actually real buyers for whatever reason, and then they continue buying it up. On Friday, Jeff Bezos selling triggers, a little bit of a downturn, but then the buying continues. So amazing performance. You can look at the options. I mean, these volumes are astronomical. Hadn't seen something like this in so long. Why so many people, why so many option traders are coming in on Amazon? Uh, just completely missed the setup, completely missed everything, and it just. Let me tell you, I haven't felt this bad in a long time, even though I didn't lose money. This potential loss of 10,000 potential loss is just stinging me right now. I don't know why. It just like seeing a potential like this on, I guess, 3,400. I mean, this is like, wow, back here was 5, but if you go even further back, you know, on the 3350, this right here was 13, all the way to 140. I mean, that's 14, 13,000. 13,000 on one share. So you don't really see this is completely a bull market, because you don't see movements like this. You don't see these type of movements going down. Actually, it's all during the squeeze, where you see this push. Very rarely, I haven't really seen like these type of, I mean, I guess, I don't know, like the down days does not feel as bad as the up days. Like the up days feel so much more powerful in movements, and I guess because it just didn't make any sense, or it just, I don't know why, but it just felt like today I completely misread it, and it just opened up, slightly lower, and then opened up slightly lower, and they just completely, just went to the moon, and nowhere along did you see a correction. I mean, you had to time it perfectly at this point, but no one would time. And then this VWAP, I mean, I could have gotten in on this VWAP to go to the next level. So yeah, once they squeeze you, they're not gonna give you a chance. Like, I don't think it touched VWAP again. Yep, it doesn't. Like, it gives you one chance, and that's it. Um, Everything else was even on fire. I mean, across the board. And what kind of got me was the VIX was going the opposite direction too. So that kind of tricked me into selling some of these options. I guess selling this Amazon option. I don't know if I was down. I guess I got lucky. That's why I felt so bad, because had I not gotten out on this guy right here, which, let me see, 450, which I sold at 55. So that was very early. And what is it right now? I could have been right now on the call. Yeah, 55 right here. So I had it in somewhere here, 55, probably right here. Yeah, probably. Wow, did I really get it close to the top, didn't I? 55, right close to the top. And yeah, I did. I guess I didn't really see much of a loss, but I was happy just to cover this because I don't know. And then once it just ran up, it just today just felt for whatever reason I'm just stinging right now. And then the lost opportunity in the afternoon that I could have scalped, this opportunity to scalp, I just like completely missed it because I just didn't see this final. I wasn't, you know, I had to run somewhere or went to the bathroom or whatever, and I just completely missed seeing this. And when I came back, it was already down here. So I'm pretty sure I would have taken this guy right here. And even if I bought the put on that one, let me see, probably, I think I was looking for the 55.50 put. So that would have been a 25 to 33, that's 800. That's really what I wanted, was something like a 500 um, to 800. I didn't lose any money this week, but I also didn't make anything. I mean, just completely nothing this week. Just completely misread everything. But I'm not mad really because you add everything up and it's 3,000 for the week, and I still got tomorrow, but I don't want to lose any money tomorrow. But and it's gonna be crazy tomorrow as well. So I don't know how to read this right now. It's just the movements are just out of sync with what normally I could do with technical analysis. I mean, I'm almost certain that Tesla is gonna gap up or gap down really big, or I don't know. It may not even gap. I mean, whatever it does, it's whatever I do tomorrow. It feels like I'm gonna make the wrong choice. So right now, just looking at this, you know, what can you do? Well, I mean, you really can't touch Amazon at this point. It's just crazy. In the morning, at least, you really can't touch it. Um, you have to go for something like Google. So Google, I guess I'm gonna try to top 10 at 3,000 if I get lucky. Try to top 10 at 3,000 and hopefully sell a call option for November 12th, and that would probably be the best play I can do on Google. Uh, I can't touch Amazon in the morning. The movements are gonna be too crazy. Shopify might be another potential candidate to top 10. This guy is probably gonna stay in a range bound. I feel like this one I can sell the straddle. So maybe I'll get one leg. Hopefully, try to get the first leg here. Sell the call option, and then on a retracement, sell a put option. But the way it is for the Nasdaq, that might be a stupid trade only because this looks like that capitulation top that I'm talking about. Now the volume isn't there yet, but still, it's close to a capitulation top. So close to a capitulation top on the SPY as well. So both the Nasdaq and the SPY is close to a capitulation top. The VIX is showing some kind of movement. This guy, the volume is still relatively weak. So I think next week, maybe it won't even be a capitulation top. Maybe, who knows? It's so hard to. I mean, maybe it'll be one of these guys again, where it just drum roll and just kind of just stay there, and then it'll maybe get one leg up and then or one leg. I don't know. It's almost impossible to read the way the market is because, like I said, November, everybody's back in the game. October, starting October, starting November, everybody's back in the game, and there's just so much money. There's just so much money that, it goes one way and then it goes the opposite the way as everybody's trading this market. Everyone's trading this market. This volume is absolutely, out of this world on the option volume. And even on Tesla alone, even though you say, well, Tesla really didn't move today, well, it gapped up, is what happened above, the target 38.2, and then it just stayed up there, the whole day. And I guess, could I have traded this? Yes, I could have traded, but I don't know that it was gonna, con- flush up, flush down. So it's so difficult to trade Tesla. And Google was the only one, I took a small position on Google, I think. Yeah, I took a small position on Google today, but then on the other one, I took it on my small trading account. I sold a no, I bought a put option actually on this guy, and it was just not moving. I mean, it was just it was just like drum roll. It was just like watching grass, and then it just and I didn't have a bad um I didn't make a bad execution. It just continued to grind me out before it turned lower. So I couldn't hold it anymore because at one point I was down 300 just because of the deterioration on this guy, and eventually, I could have gotten at 30, I guess, and then sold out at 34 had I timed it perfectly. But I got in at 34 or 33 and then got out at 33 or 33 and a half. Um yeah, it's just a frustrating day. I mean, I could have, one of these guys, you just can't try to top time. You just gotta wait for it. And then, had I got in here, it wouldn't be chasing Google off. Very rarely does Google move in the afternoon like that. It'll give you ample time to get in. And of course, Shopify, this guy just, I mean, yeah, it just wouldn't go afterwards, so I wasn't gonna touch it. But if you play the wrong position, like look at, I guess, this guy got earnings, Moderna got earnings, or whatever it is. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can only stay your welcome on a straddle, on a consolidation period. You can only stay your welcome for so long before it goes one way or another. And now it just takes to the next level. So, had you sold the straddle, had it gone up to 400 or go down to here, one of the you down on you're gonna be down heavily. So the next target is obviously gonna be this target right here. At which point I may sell a put option, I don't know, or may sell a shadow. Sometimes it overshoots or undershoot. It's very difficult to play. This is of course trash. There's always been trashed. 64, it was just that whole pandemic rally. This has always been trash. Uh, Peloton, but you can't top 10, and then so yeah, now it's 20 billion. It's probably going to continue to go down. There is no reason why this would be making, but you can't short it now because you already lost everything. Low Q, I guess. I mean, I do like it, but when it's weak. So where can you buy? I don't know. It can easily keep going down. Netflix finally corrected a little bit, or retraced. Not much of a retracement actually. Um, Upstart finally somewhat. Uh, I guess the oil stock is down because everything is on the alternative fuels like Tesla, and all the alternative fuel stocks has been outperforming. So yeah, and also sector rotation. People they're selling out of this to get into the high tech. And the high tech is really on fire. Look at that: Amazon, Shopify, Google, Nvidia. Yep, Nvidia just won't stop. MicroStrategy is probably up there too, even though it's probably down today because of Bitcoin. Overall, it just won't stop. So Nvidia is just crazy. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like Tesla, right? Just feel all of this type of movement. I cannot play. It's like the small caps. I hate playing the small caps because of these type of movements. I don't like these type of movements. And now the big caps are like it's performance like the small caps. There's a reason why I do option trading and not small cap trading, because I can't read when it does things like this. It's just one straight freaking line. It's just push, push, push. And Amazon does it now. You know, Tesla, Nvidia, even Google is doing it. Look at this. It just push, push, push. It's just so difficult to trade. Technically, you just have to do the push, flush. You just gotta do that. The small cap trading strategy, which I have not yet been able to. Okay, Qualcomm is just it's obviously earnings. Obviously, I mean this is just crazy. Costco, this is earnings as well. Everything, I guess, is where's all the supply chain management issue that they're talking about? Oh, I guess it's been resolved, and the forecast is better than expected. Big C, I guess, reported pretty decent earnings. So, uh, what the hell? Oh, this is after hours. So extended hours, huh? Yep, there it is. So I guess Big C is doing pretty well. Applied Material. Look at this. I mean, all the chip stocks are just on fire. Snow, there is nothing cheap. There is nothing cheap. It just continues to get more and more expensive. So, but if it stayed technical, I don't mind that it's expensive because I only trading options. So, no matter how expensive it is, the options always have value where I can sell. I don't like it when everybody's in the game and it just push it one way, push it the other way. I just don't like it. And it's just hard for me to play. So I have to switch over to, I don't know, tomorrow's option expirations. So I got to. The thing now is it's just so expensive for Amazon, for Tesla, that, what can you play? Because if you play the November 5th, um, whatever you buy, it's going to lose value so quickly based on how the time deterioration. I mean, 34.77, um, right here, the theoretical value on this is a good, let me see, right here, it's a good 20 points, a good 21 points. So that's 20, 2,000 in one day of value, 2,000 for one share. So it's gonna, the theoretical value or the intrinsic value tomorrow is gonna drop based on this guy, which is, relatively expensive. I don't know if it's relatively expensive or not. It's more expensive than it was. So I would have to play anything on the November 12th. So the 3,500 call option, but they don't stop losing value too, because Friday has the greatest value lost. So do you sell the options? If you sell the option, but if it gets hijacked again, you're gonna feel that pain, because these options can easily be more expensive. So it's just difficult to play. The only, I don't know, it could easily be targeting this guy. So selling the option, you might end up, on Friday, it might end up at 35.50. So selling the option is, or selling the strat, or selling the option, if it goes in one straight line up to here, you're gonna lose a lot of money. So, but if you buy the option and it doesn't go to here and it just wiggles around, or it goes the opposite direction, you're gonna lose a lot of money that way. So it's just whatever you think, it's not going to work. Um, it's just a guess. So I probably won't touch Amazon in the morning, and just hope for Google to get to this 3,000 target. Just hopefully this 3,000 target. Maybe if it's very strong, it'll overshoot it, and then I can sell a call option for November 12th. And then maybe hold on to that. That would be the only play. And of course, Shopify would be the other play on a straddle. And I think it will stay up here, um, for 1 or 2 days. So, but you know what? Tesla options. This guy is so expensive that they might sell it off tomorrow. And if they sell off Tesla tomorrow, I mean, these options are like, this is a meme stock, really. It's like Game and DWAC and Avis, right? Look at this. This is just, it's not, yeah, here it is. It's, oh, geez, it's just like 100,000. This yesterday was, I think, like 100,000. So, I don't know what to say. They can continue this, or they can sell it off tomorrow, which really doesn't mean much, because what does it do? What does it do? I don't know. What does it do? So what about the upside? What we got here? I guess Neophontics. This is a small cap, beat earnings. Papa Jones beat earnings. Qualcomm beat earnings. This is like 3D printing. Nvidia. Is this earnings results? Nope. Yeah, it's just everything is so expensive. I don't really know what to say. Like, there is nothing, and the low performers like Roku, I mean, these guys are dead in the water. Like, even if if you get in on the wrong stock, like, which used to be a high flyer, now if you get in the wrong stock, you just, like Roku and Baba and all those guys, right? Baidu, here's Baba, Baidu Mastercard. It's just gonna stay down here forever, and your money is just dead money. Um, so I might take a gamble on Big C tomorrow. I mean, but like Lyft. The problem is like everything, like Lyft is, look at that, if you try to get in on lift. Now it's back down. So that might be what Big C is gonna happen. And the Boeing, this is the only one I think that has potential. I guess, because it's dead money, but it has potential. It's always will have potential. It's just when 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 is a good time to buy it? I don't know, because it can always keep going down. And all the chip stocks are so expensive. And this is all, I guess, related to cryptocurrency, which is absolutely on fire. Too much money out there. Honestly, the way the game is nowadays, it's just too much money, and I'm just happy I didn't lose money today, even though I got in my notes I could have lost like 5,000, 10,000, whatever it is. It just felt it's just one of the worst days. Feeling wise, it's one of the worst days I've felt in a long time. Even worse than that high stress one where I was just holding a loss of 500, ended up just losing 500, and and the one that I lost 3,000, I didn't feel that bad. um, you know, but because now, I shouldn't have lost that 3,000, to be honest. Back here on this run up, I shouldn't have lost that 3,000, but I didn't even feel that bad because it happened so quickly. It was just dumb, arrogant trade because I had made so much money on Monday and Tuesday, and I was trying to outthink it. I was trying to outthink it, thinking people were gonna be fear of the earnings. Have no reason, you know. It was a good thinking. It's just you can't try to outsmart the price action. The price action, whatever they do, right? And they were buying it ahead of the earnings. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. And then they all got killed, and then they bought it up again, and then Jeff Bezos started selling, and then they just bought it back up again after Bezos completed. This is just completely crazy, illogical. So what now? I mean, I don't know. It may just keep going up. But then when, I don't want to get caught chasing, especially when I should have chased downhill anywhere here. I could have chased and held on to it and be happy. Even if I sold it here or here, whatever, at least I got something out of this. I got nothing out of it. So I guess that's why I feel so bad right now.